Rivers State is one of the 36 states that make up Nigeria. Created in 1967, Rivers State has managed a population of about 3 million in 1991 to about 6 million in 2005. The population has since then increased. Rivers State, bound on the south by the Atlantic Ocean, the north by Imo, Abia, and Anambra states, to the east by Akwa Ibom State, and to the west by Bayelsa and Delta states, has remained an agriculture-friendly state, managing its rising population. The Rivers people are rich in landmass, as well as energetic indigenous people who work for their families and other economic purposes. Agriculture is as old as man on earth. From creation, man had learned to survive. And until man's satisfaction was guaranteed, industrial farming was yet wide. As the wants of man transcended his immediate family to the society at large, the awareness to farm for the satisfaction of the people around him became popular. Man started selling his produce to meeting others' needs. Today, there has been the improvement in the way man farms. Man has been able to outgrow farming with primitive native tools. In Rivers State, the government from the days of the colonial administration mapped out special lands to meet the agricultural needs of the people. There has been the days of school to land and other programs. From many authorities to the present-day Ministry of Agriculture, a ministry particularly set aside to improve the knowledge of local farmers on the technologies of the farming business and the latest ideas on growing crops for the family and the society at large, and sensitizes them on the development in farming.
So the farm help us, it help poor people, those who didn't have. And if really you are trying to come, if you come, you serious for yourself that you are going to do this, that I want to do that. If you can be able to strong, you can make something inside it. You can be able to meet what you want through the year or the month or the time you want to spend in the farm. So the farm help us.
This is the greenhouse for the parent project, which is the 2,000 hectare banana project, enabled by Rivers State government but driven by private sector. Rivers State government is working with private sector concerns to see how we develop this 2,000 hectare of banana plantation. The intention of this is number one, to see how we create employment opportunities for our people, and then to also see how we will rise up to our social responsibility of seeing how we make our people lift up a little bit from family poverty to some level of entrepreneurship, from what they will make out of this, out of the outgrower scheme that we intend to plan around this. I'm told that every 250 hectares of this will give us about 500 employment opportunities of different cadres. The Rivers State government can benefit from this in terms of employment opportunities. That is the main reason why the governor is embarking on this, apart from, of course, the primary responsibility of agriculture, which is food security for our country. And then the monies that will be made out of this will be quite huge, even though that is not our primary or first reason why we're going into this kind of project.
The project is for 2,000 hectares in total, but this is the first plant for the 16, 17 hectares. It's very possible this week or next week is beginning to planting other place in Thai. In this moment here they are 100,020 plants ready for out planting now. In this moment, this plant is coming from to Costa Rica. I'm from to Costa Rica, but I work for this company Mexico.
As a company, they are going to transfer knowledge to those who are working, Nigerians who are working on River State indigenes who are working on the farm, and that is going to impact on various persons in the state and indeed in the country.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Nigeria once had a vibrant economy driven on the agriculture of the people. While we would not digress to telling you about the crude oil boom and the death of the agricultural sector, it is evident to know that many young people who are job seekers do not wish to think about a job in the agricultural sector.
People pay more interest in white collar job, but it's pays to become a farmer. You produce enough food for the masses and for yourself. You make money. You can even export some.
Nobody wants to do agric, and government came up with something very important that has actually helped to increase the number of students in agric. The RSSD, River State Sustainable Agricultural Development Program, RSSD is giving 200,000 naira to any person that wants to do agric, forestry, crops, soil science, animal science, food science, and agric engineering. We are trying to bring agric economics too. So any student that wants to read agric is given automatic scholarship. And so that is one way of encouraging students to do agric.
Songhai is a center for training, agricultural production, research and development of sustainable agricultural practices. The program was conceived when Governor Chibiki Amechi visited the Songhai Center in Porto Novo and was impressed with the model and decided it will work well in River State. The farm project sits on a 314-hectare land in Bonutai, an agrarian community in Thai local government area of the state. It is about 20 times the size of the Songhai model, an integrated farm which combines livestock, arable land, fisheries, snail farming and poultry. The Songhai Rivers Initiative is a model that has the following features: Administrative and Hospitality Center, the Technology and Industrial Center, and the Production Center. The objectives of Songhai Rivers Initiative Farm include to develop a resilient program that links agriculture with industry and commerce, to develop human capacities for the empowerment of individuals and groups, to broaden the socio-economic bandwidth in the region, and contribute to the improvement of the economy through aggressive production, processing, and marketing of agricultural products and related services. to provide improved planting materials for farmers in the state and beyond, to open up market linkages for farm produce, to reverse rural-urban migration, and to encourage agro-tourism amongst others. The program being piloted by the River State Sustainable Development Agency, RSSDA, is based on food security, sustainable livelihood, and rural development.
Getting Songhai Farm, and Songhai Rivers Initiative into the second phase. We completed the first phase of that project last year, and the second phase is now the operational stage, and that's where we are. We're trying to make Songhai again a world-class, institution, in this state and for this country. Already, it's obviously the biggest Songhai in Africa, and the most modern, and it's already been recognized as the center of excellence, of the Songhai brand for the West African region.
The Administrative and Hospitality Center consists of administrative block, staff residence, telecenter and communications, classrooms, laboratory and healthcare services, 10 units of 2-bedroom bungalows, all built with stabilized bricks, etc. The Technology and Industrial Center covers the cassava processing unit, rice mill, feed mill, juice, jam, pastries, and soya milk production units, smoking huts for fish and meat, and food drying unit, automobile and machinery maintenance unit, handicrafts, spare parts store, and a generator house.
We spent about 18 months on our training in Benin Republic, which terminated 2010. We came here 2011 to start practical of what we have learned in Benin Republic. Since I came back from Benin Republic, I have been able to learn how to fabricate machines of different kinds that we use in processing agricultural products for marketing, and also how to maintain the equipment, the farm implements that we use in the farm.
At the production center, the sections include piggery unit, cow and goat ranch, poultry units for broilers and layers, guinea fowls, Canadian geese, ducks and turkeys, free-range poultry, concrete fish ponds for freshwater fish species like catfish, tilapia, and carp, fish hatchery unit, earthen pond, artificial lake, greenhouse, snail production, pineapple orchard and vegetable garden, cassava, orange, plantain, biogas and storage unit, amongst others.
About the Amichis government. I think they have started on the right footing, in the sense that they have started putting some agricultural programs on ground. For instance, the Songhai farm, which you just mentioned, is a good one, and we know that it has impacted on the communities around Bunotai.
These programs by the ministry has brought about a decline in the job market, as many people now trade in catfish farming as well as other forms of farming.
The program has adequately helped us because we have been empowered. This is an aspect of redundancy. this place is just to create job opportunity for young school leavers and rivers youths. You know that around our homes here, there's a high level of poverty. But this place has gone a long way to reduce the poverty rate in the state. Right now in Songhai now, some of us now specialize in various aspects of agricultural practices. There are some that specialize in market garden, poultry production, agroforestry, processing, and what have you. So we have adequately acquired practical skills in these areas that now we can be proud of ourselves in the society, even if there is no government job. Well, with the practical experience we have and the little capital, you can as well now establish yourself.
In my department and the faculty, we also have an agreement with Songhai Farm. Our students go there to do IT. So it's also impacting on our students as well.
The present administration has taken a survey and understood that times have changed and everything, including agriculture, needs to be approached with other techniques. The state has trained farmers, both young and old. The state has bought land and employed the services of experts from across the world to handle the training and the development of the ideals of the ministry. The River State Ministry of Agriculture is consistent in its strides to making River State an economic hub. Some of its programs intends to allow it to export bananas as well as other fruits in no distant time. The partnership with international agencies is geared towards a state which can feed its population.